reasons why you should get a separation agreement. Number one reason, if you're transferring property as part of the settlement of your separation, a separation agreement is needed to avoid property transfer tax. That can be at a considerable amount of money, so you need the separation agreement to avoid that tax. Reason number two, your financial institution may require a separation agreement in order to approve your financing to buy your spouse out of the family home. This is often the case where we get a request for a separation agreement with a deadline of 5 to 6 days. That is not enough time, so you need to think about that prior to getting your financing. Ask your financial institution if you need a separation agreement for financing, and then contact the lawyers as soon as possible so we can get working on that for you. Reason number three, some events may happen in the future. So you get separated, you're going to stay in the family home, and you're going to hold on to it and sell it at a future date. Your spouse is going to move out, pay rent somewhere else. What are you going to do about the joint expenses? What are you going to do about with the net proceeds when you eventually do sell? All those future events should be considered ahead of time and put into a separation agreement. So even though you're amicable at the time, if something happens down the road and things get a little messier, you have your agreement in place and you both can operate under that. Reason number four, if you are married and you want to file for divorce, having a separation agreement can save you registry fees, because you can file your separation agreement first, and that saves you about $200. It also helps the court understand how child support is paid or payable, and that will just make it for a smoother divorce application, which will save you costs in the long run. Reason number five is to protect your separate property. So once you've separated and you've both decided and you want to keep the family home, and your spouse agrees to that, valuing the property to be divided gets done when the separation agreement is drafted and signed, or at the date of trial. So if you have a separation agreement signed with the value enumerated in the agreement, then that solidifies your asset at that price. If you don't get a separation agreement and the value of the property goes up, your ex-spouse can share in that increase in value.